Hi, come on in.
Thank you.
Iris isn't here. She won't be back for a little while.
That's good. All I need right now is a fight with Iris. You had any more trouble since that article this morning? Well, at least one person called to offer their support. Ginny.
Well, I'm glad to see that you haven't lost your sense of humor. Have some coffee?
Absolutely. If I couldn't find anything to smile about, I'd go crazy.
Have you spoken with Justin?
Yeah, I talked to him. He denies having planted the item.
He's telling the truth. Iris did.
With a little prodding from Justin, I'll bet.
Probably.
Just can't understand why Iris is acting this way. She's a bright, intelligent woman. She's got everything in the world going for her.
Except she no longer has Alex. I can't get to her. I've tried, but I just can't.
Well, I think I found a way to reach Justin. I told him I was going to start spreading rumors about a slant drilling. The whole story about...
You can't do that.
Well, I'm running out of alternatives.
Look, I understand the frustration. But spreading rumors is only going to make it worse. Not only for you, but for the company.
Well, Justin sure as hell doesn't care about the company.
That's right. But you do.
Yeah, you're right, I do. And I'm not going to let Justin take over, no matter what I have to do.
Dennis, open this door. I know you're in there. It's your mother. You may as well open this door because I'm not going away. Well, it's about time. Oh, Dennis, you look perfectly dreadful. Oh, my God.
Would you like a beer?
I can't believe this mess.
Sorry.
It's frightful, Dennis. How could you live this way?
I didn't feel like cleaning up.
Been so worried about you. Called last night. All this morning. Where have you been?
Right here.
Well, then why didn't you answer?
Hey, I just didn't feel like being sociable, you know?
I wasn't calling to be sociable. I was calling to find out how my son was doing. And now that I get here, I find he's not doing very well at all. Oh, come on. Won't you please tell your mother what this is all about?
Rather not.
Dennis.
Look, why don't you just go away and leave me alone like everybody else has?
It's Elliot who's done this to you, isn't it? He came to see me last night.
Oh, yeah? Did he tell you about the little scene I caused at the top of the World Club the other night?
Among other things.
Well, he must be very upset with me. Dad?
Elliot is not your father. Alex was.
Look, let's not talk about it, all right?
Alex would never have done this to you. Well, you were right all along. Paige and Elliot are having an affair. Of course, he denied it, but I know it's true.
This is all Paige's doing.
Of course it is. And
I'm not
Elliot's
gonna
a fool for not seeing that.
I'm not going to let her get away with this.
Look, darling, what you have to do is forget her. And Elliot, they are the ones who have done this to you.
No, what I have to do is make Dad see her for what she really is.
They're not worth the effort.
Well, I'm not going to let her get away with it.
Elliot thinks you need to see a psychiatrist.
I know all about what Dad thinks.
Do you want to?
No, I don't want to, but I will if it'll get everybody off my back.
Well, I don't think you need a psychiatrist. Just need a little rest. If anyone should seek help, it's Elliot.
I don't mind.
Just go away for a little while. You've just been cleared of a murder you didn't commit, and now you're going through a divorce. That's too much for anyone to deal with. Just get away. Take a little vacation. Someplace where you can relax and think things through.
I'll go to the doctor, and then I'll get away.
Ashley and Justin are going to be using the yacht for their honeymoon, but, well, we'll work out something.
A cruise would be relaxing. And in the meantime, I'll tell Elliot that you have agreed to see a doctor, just to set his mind at ease.
Running out of patience real fast.
I understand, but you've got to keep your head.
If enough of the board members get angry enough about this article in the paper, Iris can vote me out tomorrow.
She can't call a board meeting in the middle of the night. She has to give notice.
Look, if Iris and Justin can get enough people angry about this, I'm dead. Now, I can sit around, I can deny the charges all I want, but without any proof, no one's going to believe me.
Well, that's true. But slander is not the answer.
This isn't slander, this is the truth.
Oh. You want to play in his ballpark, huh?
Yeah, you bet I do.
And what about the company? Just go to hell?
With Justin in the company, it's going down anyway.
No, it isn't. Ryan, it's still World Oil. You've maintained it at exactly the same level as Alex left it.
So what am I supposed to do, Grant? Sit around and wait for a break? I'm not going to get a break unless I find Johnson.
All right, I'll go to Conroe with you.
No. I'll be in touch with you.
All right, but just don't do anything rash until we find out whether Johnson's a dead end, all right?
Okay. We ought to know something by this afternoon.
I have a feeling that he's still in Houston.
Do you want some more coffee, Mr. Wheeler?
No, thank you.
Oh, well, then I'm going to start preparing lunch soon, so do you have any requests?
No.
Oh.
Vivian,
Yes, sir.
how long have you worked for Mrs. Wheeler?
Here in Houston, about 6 months, but before that, back in Bay City, I worked for a couple of years.
Then you must know Dennis pretty well.
Oh, Dennis and I are old chums.
I wish I knew him better, so I could understand what he's going through.
Well, I'll tell you anything you want to know about Dennis.
Does he have many friends?
Oh, back in Bay City he did, but here he's kept pretty much to himself, but I think that's mostly because of his getting married and everything.
Well, he and his mother have always been very close, haven't they?
Well, sort of, but I actually think that Mrs. Wheeler's been a little bit closer than Dennis.
What do you mean?
Well, they used to argue pretty regularly about the things Mrs. Wheeler would do to try to help Dennis, you know.
Well, she can be pretty dogmatic at times.
Beg pardon?
Well, when she feels she's right, she's reluctant to let go.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. But you got to understand that Mrs. Wheeler usually has the best intentions.
I'm sure she does.
And Dennis is usually pretty good about telling Mrs. Wheeler to mind her own beeswax, you know, once he sees what she's up to.
You're very fond of him, aren't you?
I think Dennis is a super person. At least, he used to be.
What do you mean?
Well, he's been real moody these days. I think that has mostly to do with all this stuff he's been going through lately, and I'm sure he's going to pull out of it soon.
I hope so.
Oh, my goodness. Brian Connor's in trouble. Hello, this is Mr. Johnson in 104. I'd like to make a local call, please. Thank you.
Wheeler residence?
May I speak to Mrs. Wheeler?
I'm sorry, she's not in right now. May I take a message?
When will she return?
I'm not exactly sure. Who's calling?
It's not important.
Well, I can't give her a message if I don't know your name.
Never mind. I'll call back later. Thank you.